Have you ever heard an argument that says, everyone is doing it, so it must be right? Have you seen a debate where the origin of an idea is used to discredit it, regardless of its current value? Have you ever noticed how a discussion is suddenly derailed by an exciting but completely irrelevant topic? If these situations sound familiar, then you are about to understand the hidden rules of the game being played around you every day. Welcome to Cogitoski, your quiet space where the depth of philosophy and the clarity of logic meet the serenity of nature. Grab your cup of coffee or tea, and let's continue our journey together in exposing the viruses of the mind. In the previous 2 episodes, we built an intellectual arsenal containing 10 of the most famous logical fallacies. If you haven't seen them yet, I recommend you go back to them later, because today we are hunting more cunning beasts. We will learn how to expose 5 new fallacies, used by the media, politicians, advertisers, and even our friends, with a subtlety that allows them to pass unnoticed. Get ready because your mind is about to get a new upgrade. Let's begin with the 11th fallacy in our series, one of the most powerful tools of social pressure, the appeal to popularity, also known as the bandwagon fallacy. Its name comes from the phrase, jumping on the bandwagon, and it occurs when an idea is claimed to be true simply because a large number of people believe in it or practice it. It exploits our innate desire to belong and our fear of being different. Its motto is, 50 million people can't be wrong. A historical example. Most people in the past believed the Earth was flat, therefore it must have been flat. This clearly shows us that truth is not a matter of a democratic vote. A modern example. You have to buy this new phone. It's the best-selling phone in the world this year. The popularity of a product does not necessarily mean it is the best in quality or the most suitable for your needs. When you face this argument, remember that the popularity of an idea has nothing to do with its logical validity. A truth remains a truth even if no one believes it, and a falsehood remains a falsehood even if everyone follows it. The 12th fallacy is one that uses the past as a weapon against the present, the genetic fallacy. This fallacy occurs when an idea is accepted or rejected based on its source or its historical origin, rather than being evaluated on its current merit and logic. It judges a book by its cover, or rather an idea by its roots. An example of rejection. You're talking about the benefits of yoga for relaxation? Don't you know it originated from Hindu religious rituals? Therefore, we shouldn't practice it. Here, a beneficial practice is being dismissed because of its origin, not based on its current verifiable health benefits. An example of acceptance. This herbal medicine must be effective. Our ancestors have been using it for hundreds of years. The age of an idea does not prove its validity. Modern medicine might have better and safer treatments. An idea must be evaluated based on the evidence available today. Its origin might be historically interesting, but it does not determine its truth or falsehood. The 13th fallacy is a subtle one that confuses the part with the whole, the hasty generalization fallacy. This fallacy occurs when we reach a broad, general conclusion based on a sample size that is far too small or unrepresentative of the whole group. It is the foundation of most stereotypes and prejudices. An example. I met 2 tourists from country X, and they were extremely rude. Therefore, all people from country X are rude. This is a hasty generalization. A personal experience with 2 individuals cannot be used to judge an entire nation of millions. Another example. I tried this restaurant once and the food was bad. Therefore, this is a bad restaurant. It could have been a bad day for the chef, or perhaps the one dish you ordered was the only bad one on the menu. To avoid this fallacy, we always need large and representative samples before making general claims. Always ask yourself, do I have enough data to support this sweeping conclusion? The 14th fallacy is a very cunning one used to distract and mislead, the red herring fallacy. The origin of this term comes from an old practice where the strong-smelling red herring fish was used to distract hunting dogs from the trail of a rabbit. In a debate, this fallacy occurs when someone introduces an irrelevant but interesting or controversial side topic, with the aim of diverting the discussion away from the original topic they are beginning to lose. An example. Person A. The scientific evidence shows that this factory is dangerously polluting the river and should be fined. Person B. The factory manager. You're talking about pollution? What about the unemployment that will happen if we shut down? We employ 500 families. Do you want to throw all those people onto the street? Notice how the manager didn't respond to the argument about pollution. Instead, he jumped to the emotionally charged topic of unemployment to distract everyone. Unemployment is an important issue, but it's a different topic. The original point was about the factory's responsibility for pollution. To expose it, you must gently but firmly bring the conversation back on track. The issue of unemployment is very important and we should discuss it later, but right now we are talking about the pollution problem. Let's focus on that point first. The 15th and final fallacy for today is a very common one in our daily debates: the confirmation bias fallacy. This fallacy is not just a mistake in an argument. It is a natural tendency in all of our minds. It occurs when we tend to search for, interpret, and recall information in a way that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, while we ignore or dismiss information that contradicts them. It's like you're wearing glasses that only allow you to see the color you love. An example: a person believes that a certain brand of car is the best. They will actively seek out articles and opinions that praise this brand and will remember all their positive experiences with it. On the other hand, if they see an article that criticizes it or meet someone with a bad experience, they will dismiss it as an exception or someone who doesn't understand cars. This fallacy makes us live in an echo chamber, where we only hear the echo of our own ideas. To fight it, you must actively and intentionally seek out evidence that challenges your beliefs. Ask yourself, what is the strongest argument against my opinion? Be as skeptical of your own ideas as you are of others. This is the essence of true critical thinking. The appeal to popularity, the genetic fallacy, hasty generalization, the red herring, and confirmation bias. You have now added 5 new shields to your intellectual fortress. Your arsenal now contains 15 logical weapons. You no longer just see the surface of conversations. You see the hidden mechanisms that drive them. The goal is not to become a ruthless debater, but to become an unwavering seeker of truth. In the next episode, we will conclude this foundational series by diving into some of the most complex psychological and linguistic fallacies. Until then, tell me in the comments, which of these 5 fallacies do you think has the most impact on your own personal decisions? Thank you for watching, and always remember, an idea that cannot defend itself with logic will often resort to shouting or tears. I'll see you in the next episode.